Hello, this is John C. Robinson with On My Mountain. This video will show you how to use the North American Bird Reference Book. So to get started, we go ahead and click on the Reference Book 5.0 icon that's on our desktop, and that icon gets loaded when we install the program. So here's our icon. Let's go ahead and click on it. And this will launch the North American Bird Reference Book. Now once it comes up on the screen, we'll have a number of choices here. We can either click on Reference Book to go immediately into the multimedia program, or we can click Exit Database to exit the program. But before we do either of those, let's do a one-time check of making sure that our settings are correct. So go up to the Edit pull-down menu, click on Edit User Settings, and when the user settings appear, click on the tab for CD drive. Now this is where you want to make sure that the CD drive that's listed is the same as the drive letter for your CD-ROM drive. On most computers, this will be drive D or E. I've actually loaded all the images, songs, and range maps over to my hard disk, so I have drive C in here, which is my hard disk. But if you're running the program from your CD-ROM drive, then you want to make sure you have the correct letter entered in here. If you don't, go ahead and enter that letter and then click the OK button. Alright, so assuming that everything is okay and we've got our user settings correctly entered, we can just launch the reference book and begin exploring this fantastic piece of software. Now, if you're someone who's very interested in learning more about birds, this software is just for you. This program has all the birds of North America on it. That's over 900 species, and all 900 will be accessed from this list that you see here over on the left-hand side. That list is permanently displayed in version 5.2, which is why we had you update to the 5.2 program update. So let's go ahead and take a look and see the type of birds that you might find here using the North American Bird Reference Book. Of course, my favorites are the warblers. So we can go down and let's click on the yellow-rumped warbler. Now, with each species, you have up to 3 options. You can see a range map, you can see a picture, or you can play a song. So let's first take a look at the range map. We click on the range map to get a larger image, and at the top of the screen you'll see the name of the bird, yellow-rumped warbler, and then a color code key. Red is the breeding range, green is the year-round range, and blue is the winter range. So this is the range for the yellow-rumped warbler. And we click the exit button to go back, and then if we want to see images of the bird, we can click on the thumbnail image of the bird here. Now, when we do that, we will come up to the in-flight viewer, is what I call it. And again, we see the name of the bird, yellow-rumped warbler. And if Show Next Image is highlighted, we can just click on Next Image, and that'll show, this is the male in breeding plumage, and then this is the male in non-breeding, or this is the bird in non-breeding plumage. Now if we want to play a song, we can just go ahead and do that while the bird is on display. And you can hit the escape key at any time to get out of the song. So now let's take a look at indigo bunting. We're here on the yellow-rumped warbler. If we want to find the indigo bunting, you just click on Find Record, and we type in IND, and immediately indigo bunting comes up, so we don't have to spell the whole name. And then we just simply press Enter. And now we have the indigo bunting on the screen. Again, we see its range map. We see all the natural history information here, the habitat of where it lives. Let me enlarge the screen here so we can see it a little bit better. We see the habitat of where the bird lives, its distribution, describing where it can be found, field marks telling you how to identify it, nest habits, how many eggs it lays, incubation, who actually incubates the eggs, and what it eats. So we have all that information on the indigo bunting. Now we can click on the image of the bird and can get an enlarged view. This is the female, and of course that's the male. And again, we can play the song while looking at the bird. And now you hear the paired notes of the indigo bunting. And again, we can hit the escape key to stop the song. Having the song appear while the bird is being shown is a great way to learn all of your bird songs. Let's exit this screen. Now, we can go to another bird, say like the wood thrush. We can either click on Find Record to go to that bird, or we can just use our handy scroll feature and just scroll up, and here's our wood thrush. And we can play the song right from here. We don't even need to go to the larger screen. Now, what if you see a bird but you don't know what it is? Meaning, how would you know what name to click on? Well, this software will help you with that as well. You can come up to the search option, and you want to click on the option that says Display all species matching certain field marks. So we'll enlarge this screen. And let's say that you saw a blue bird with a crest on it. So we click under plumage colors, we click the option for blue, and we can count how many species would match that criteria. In this case, 43 possible species. But we know it has a crest. So there's a tab for head and bill. Let's click on that tab. And one of the options is crest on top of the bird's head. The default answer is don't know, but we're going to change that to yes because we did see that. And again, we can count how many species would match, and now we see it went from 43 down to 3. So we can view the selected species. Let's click on this button here. And what comes back is the belted kingfisher, which is found throughout the nation, usually near water. And of course, if you're in your backyard and you live in the western U.S., you probably have a Steller's jay, which is a bluebird that has a crest. And of course, if you're in the eastern United States, you probably have the blue jay, which again is a bluebird with a crest. We can click on the image, show one or more images, and play the song. All right, so there's a lot of things you can do with the software. I've only touched on the surface of it here. If you want to go back to the main list, you click on Search, Display Records for Common or Widespread Species, and you're back to the main list. Again, I've only touched on the surface of what this software can do. You can do quizzes with it. You can quiz yourself on bird songs. You can quiz yourself on bird photographs. You can even create a customized list and only quiz yourself from the customized list. So for example, if you wanted to learn all your warbler songs, you can create a customized list that only has the warblers shown in the left-hand pane here, and then you can quiz yourself randomly on bird photographs and songs that are taken only from that list of warblers. There's a lot of additional information that you can do with this. Just very quickly, if you're looking at the red-throated loon and you want to see how that compares with the common loon, you just click on Compare Photos. And then you type in common loon and press OK. And now we can see how the red-throated loon compares with the common loon. All right, so for more information, be sure to visit us on our website at www.onmymountain.com. This software is extremely popular. We've sold over 108,000 copies of it. And now that you've seen how easy it is to use, we hope that you'll want to try it out. It does come with a 30-day money-back guarantee. Thank you.